What? So good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm Miss Verity, and these are some of my friends. And we've come out this morning to answer some of your dying questions to find out what any of us might be thinking on a given day. I've brought all of my friends along, and there's a few more coming to join us. They're just running a little bit late, which, that's fine with me. We do ask that you keep all of your questions appropriate for children. We will not be answering any inappropriate questions, period, end of story. And we're just going to go around the room, and you can put your hand up and ask any of these ponies a question. Of course, we brought my friend Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight Sparkle. Cousin Brayburn from Appaloosa is out with us today, and his cousin Applejack should be here very soon. Thank you.
That would not be an Applejack's call.
I heard she's bringing a new friend.
I think I see her.
Applejack. No, that's not Applejack.
Not.
Oh no.
No, it's her.
Alright, never mind.
I just saw her pop her in.
Oh! Come back, Applejack. We need you. Is this the new friend that you told us about?
Yes, yes, ma'am, it is.
Yeah!
And Biceps is here to join us. Front of the stage.
Hi, everybody. I do.
Yeah, we gotta sit down here and watch it.
And so, now we are all here. Wonderful.
First year. The best you can ask for.
Isn't this just fabulous? Don't we look lovely? Can I just take a minute to talk about how beautiful everyone looks today? Oh, not just my wonderful friends, but all of you out there too. You look great. Princess Luna in the back looking so glamorous. Pinkie Pie with the balloons. The sweet little Rainbow Dash. She looks so cute. So, who wants to ask the first question? Oh, that guy.
I want to start this to Rarity down to Brayburn. If you guys are in Star Wars, what lightsaber would you have? What side would you choose?
Purple for sure, certainly. If it comes in purple, I want it in purple, all day. Side, that's... I guess I have to pick light side or Twilight Sparkle would come kick my butt.
Well, I think if it came in pink, I'd want it, of course. And I would choose the side that has the most fun.
Probably the Sith.
So, I don't know if I want any of these lightsabers because they just seem so mean. Maybe something that's a little bit more caring and definitely good.
Oh, I would have a double-sided blue lightsaber. That would totally be light side. Those guys?
Because they're like 20% cooler.
Because they're way more loyal. Wait, they stick together. You don't get that with the Sith. No, they'll stab you in the back.
Well, seeing as how I've seen the films many times, I've come to the conclusion that the lightsabers are a tad overrated when in comparison to the Millennium Falcon. That is what I would choose. And as for side, well, who's paying better?
Oh, Twilight, this is a side that you haven't seen before.
It was good, Cider.
Fair enough. Let's see. It's kind of a hard pick for lightsaber color. Probably red, apple color and all that. As for side, definitely the light side. They're less backstabbity and all that. So.
I want to ask them if they could have any of the other key marks of commerce, which one would they trade?
Well, I guess,
No,
I have to think about it, because I go with my cousin here. I really would.
Let's go somewhere else.
Apples coming green too.
Yeah.
I like green.
Keep your head down.
Green's cool.
Hold that. I'm going to pick up my phone.
Nothing wrong with green apples.
No, nothing wrong with green apples. Very tart.
Green
very
Smith.
But, I'm generally a pretty nice guy, so probably just green on the good side.
Light side, and I don't need a lightsaber. Not with guns like these!
Oh, you've started already?
You're so late.
Oh no, I'm fashionably late.
You can come
Yo,
fashionably
one
sit
woman
next to
again,
me.
like,
And yes. Give Fancy Pants a moment to get his Fancy Pants situated. Does we have more questions, anyone?
What Hogwarts class would you be in?
Hufflepuff.
Oh yeah, Hufflepuff, because their dormitory is right next to the kitchen. I don't know, I need time to think.
Gryffindor, run fast, hit hard.
Woo!
Probably Ravenclaw.
Gryffindor, more honest and good work ethic.
I have to say Gryffindor too, because I gotta stay with my guys.
Slytherin, before you get me, I have reasons. Malfoy's got to pay.
I believe I would also go with Gryffindor. Well, I mean, thank you. Oof. Well,
Fancy Pants, do you want to sit down here with the other boys when you're
just
ready?
a moment, once I've adjusted my accoutrements.
Wonderful. Makes it a little easy for mic passing.
Would you like a chair?
Oh no, it'll be quite all right.
Fear the Horde.
Next question. Go ahead.
Okay, so we all know about the old Team Fortress 2 class thing. I want to know, what class would you actually like to play?
Oh, the only class I ever play. A heavy. I love just running out in a hail of bullets and mowing down my opponents. It happens to be one of my favorite things. Have you ever seen the way the blood splatters on the wall? It's fabulous. I could make a fabric print out of it.
For only $9.99 from me.
Well, I'm not sure what class I think I would like to be, but I'm gonna need a second to decide. I also may need time with this, but I'm pretty sure I'll pick whichever will go with my friends.
Well, I'm obviously most well suited to the scout. I mean, come on, I'm fast.
The challenge in Team Fortress is not only being the engineer, but making sure that what you build stays. That is worth fighting for.
Prime the heavy. Nobody can buck like I can.
I believe I'd have to go with a medic, although I'm a bit more of a prop hunt person myself. A little bit more running around, strategic.
Well, I don't really play much for Team Fortress. So, I'd probably guess engineer. But, you know, maybe because I work really hard. And I'm gonna guess he's gonna do something crazy.
Both biceps is a heavy.
Because it's nothing but metal!
I'm gonna go. Let's get her first.
We don't know about Pokemon, right?
Yes.
Well, what would your Pokemon be if you ever had one?
You're gonna have to give us a moment to think. Sing the Jeopardy song. Okay, I think we got it.
Could be worse.
I would definitely have to go with the Butterfree. I know that that's first gen, but those wings are just too beautiful. You can't tell me you can't look at that beautiful Pokemon and think, I need a dress that looks just like that. And wings. I'd love to have wings. Again.
I think I would like to go with a Totodile, because you can never have too many alligators, right? I don't know, it's really hard just to the veneeries.
It's gotta be Scyther. Fast, winged, cool. Hey, you know what? Tank is great, but you think you can help me find a Scyther? That would be awesome.
Well, I can fly, I can teleport, but so I would have to choose, sticking with the classics, a Lapras. Go the ocean, swim the oceans from just water everywhere. That is which is a lot more fun than it sounds, believe me.
Gosh, there's so darn many, it's kind of hard to decide. Well, thinking either going more for the plant type, that would be really helpful around in the orchards. You know, getting apples out of trees, growing more trees, and all that fun stuff. Tell you what, give me another minute and I'll think of a better answer.
I think I would go for something, just a hint of elegance, but also resilience. So I think I would choose a Lucario. Steel, nice, fighting, able to defend your friends, and also able to feel the aura and the emotions of others. I think that's quite beneficial.
Well, I have to go with the, woodland type things, because I love apple buckets always. So I have to go with the voodoo. I can never get this name right, it's so weird.
Have to go with Onyx because it rocks.
Okay, I finally got one. Probably Bulbasaur. Very reliable, part plant help growing trees. Able to use Mind Whip to get the apples out, help out the bucking. And plus they would make it pretty darn cute, being a great mascot for the Kingmark Crusaders.
Okay, who's next? I'm gonna get balloon on your head, little girl in the back. I can't see your face, I'm sorry.
If you played Club Penguin and you had Puffle, what color would it be?
If I played with penguins?
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin, what color would we be? Purple, of course. Do you think I could ever wear anything other than purple? Well, I do look awfully good in pink, but then I feel like I'm stepping on Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy's toes because, they look so good in pink, and, well, I'm not sure I can ever look that good in pink. So purple, I'm sure. Green, no! So heinous.
Oh, green just as many colors.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with pink. I mean, come on. I think I'll stick with yellow. I like being bright as sunshine.
It's gotta be rainbow. Do they have rainbow? I don't know. If they don't, they'll have to add it, 'cause it's gotta be rainbow.
One color. I honestly don't know. There's just so many. I do know one thing. If I had a penguin, it would have to help Spike and Alalicious out and make me ice cream.
Gosh, that's kind of a tricky one. I didn't think they come with other colors besides black and white. That would be more practical, I think. Kind of blending in with the ice and all that. I think I'll go with that. Maybe the ones with the yellow eyebrows. Those are kind of very striking.
I definitely would have to go with an aqua coloration.
I'd have to go with brown and green, just so it looks like a tree, because it's going to not be anywhere near cold because I live in Appalachia.
Can't really make a choice. Club can't handle me.
The club can't even handle me.
It's like a fainting couch. Counts as a question.
Oh, I don't know the left. How do I Okay. With the blue ears, I'll come back to you, honey. I'm just getting everybody else first.
This is for, Brody, if you ever ran into a cult by the name of Star Hunter?
Maybe. I run into many colts. You understand, very popular pony. I have a hard time remembering everyone's names. However, I'm really good with cutie marks, not so much faces. So it's possible. I mean many fine colts in my day. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, let's just say I also have a friend that's a doctor.
Okay. Okay, who's next? Okay, yeah, your turn now.
Garrison Scouts are gonna be. Attack on Titan. Scout Legion, Garrison are gonna be.
I don't really like slaughtering things. I get blood all over my outfit, and you know, those rose patches aren't quite nice.
And yet you play heavy.
It's true. I play heavy, but I wouldn't want to be a heavy in real life. Can you imagine me trying to lug a big old in these heels? Are you kidding?
Yes.
The hat's a thing.
That's true.
Well, I don't actually know that I could do that either. I am honestly not familiar with Attack on Titan. I honestly just don't know if I can handle all that slaughtering as well. That just seems so violent.
Hey, I don't know about all this military stuff, but hey, I'm gonna be one of those ones out there, outside the walls, swinging around, killing some titans, because I play to win.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pass on this question because I've been so busy and busy and busy and busy. Why, Princess Celestia, why? I have a library! Why do you keep sending me things?
Oh, there, Sugar Cube. Well, in answer to your question, I'd probably be out there with Rainbow Dash, because I could probably kick more honey than you can.
No. Later.
I don't believe I would enjoy living in such a world, but if I found myself there, I guess I would have to say Garrison.
I really don't know anything about Attack on Titan, so whichever one has the roses, I like plants.
Garrison.
Is that Garrison?
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm gonna join you.
That was splendid.
I'm ineligible for service because I ate a titan.
Jaeger von Master.
Oh, so wonderful.
Jaeger thought something else.
What do you guys think of the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
You know, I can't even find tasteful words to describe my displeasure of such things.
Well, as a pony, I generally don't have thumbs. So I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna have to pass as well, but as a pony, I might not have thumbs, but some of my little woodland critters do.
Okay, my big problem, not responsive enough. They need to start making video games fast enough for ponies like me. Seriously.
Sorry, I don't play Call of Duty. I play Borderlands.
I'm a little too busy these days playing video games. I'll have to outsource that question to my cousin, the Oranges. I probably have more time for that.
I actually have to agree with Rainbow Dash. I believe that the response time of the game seems to be lagging horribly lately.
Well, I really don't play the newest Call of Duty MCV. You know, just got too much time doing other things.
No time for Call of Duty, Jim. But, I guess if I do play video games, I keep it old school. 8-bit. Maybe, Super Nintendo. Super Punch Out.
They all get longer to think than I do. I'm right on the spot. It takes me a moment. I'm sorry, darling. I could control more magic. What kind of magic would it be? Well, first of all, I would look fabulous because I have wings. And we all know how much I want wings. This is really hard. Well, since my special power is finding gems, but we all know my true calling is fashion, it would be quite wonderful if my new magic powers would involve the manipulation of metal, because then I could finally make all of my own jewelry line, too. And then I would be richer and an alicorn. My life would be quite good.
2 words. Party power.
Woo!
You know, as much as I love my little friend Angel here, I almost wish I had the power to maybe get him to listen to me a little bit more.
Weather control and time stopping, because that's basically what I'm already doing anyway.
The wings my wings may be under the jacket, but I'm an alicorn. This kind of disqualifies me from the question.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see, what would it be? Definitely apple picking. Plus, I'd be able to make cider quicker and give those Flim Flam brothers a lesson about messing with the apples.
Yeah.
I guess I would want it to be the power of voice and the ability of persuasion.
Did you just make a Dune reference?
Maybe.
Spice must flow.
Yeah! Thank you.
Well, I guess I would make about 1,000 Bloombergs so I could feed every little pony everywhere with my awesome apple pies and overtake, you know, the franchise from the family.
Hey, it's been enough that you reference Bloomberg.
Words.
We miss him so much.
Bigger wings!
The face mask, please.
What do you guys think about Turnabout Storm? It's the Phoenix Wright version of My Little Pony.
Oh. I didn't even know such a thing existed.
Rainbow Dash is the culprit.
What have you done now, Dashy? I'll have to go home and look this up.
Plays Gumshoe.
Who does play Gumshoe?
It's some OC Derby variant.
Okay. Did anyone play that game? We have no answers to this game. Oh, sick? I haven't seen it.
Okay, look, I'm obviously innocent. I mean, you guys all know. Come on. Oh, and Trixie. Oh, hate Trixie. Seriously. She is so annoying. Not that she isn't usually, but especially like, you know, just trying to get me booked. Not cool. Not cool, Trixie. If you're out there,
Sorry, I heard another voice and I didn't have someone yelling in the back. Yeah,
Specifically, Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. What do you think of Lyra and Bon Bon? What do you think of those two?
Who?
Lyra and Bon Bon?
Oh yeah, I know Bon Bon. The little pink hair, right?
darling, it's the internet.
Internet is serious business.
I think that they're wonderful, and I am not jealous of Bon Bon. She does have a really rad cutie mark. I mean, it's candy. And aren't you friends with every pony? Yes. You know I am. Well, I definitely see them around the town. I don't know if you guys know this, but maybe I'm a little bit too shy to talk to anyone outside of my main six, but they've always been lovely every time I've ever spoken to them, so I really, really do appreciate having them in Ponyville. We'll have to hang out with them sometime soon.
Oh my god, ask her where she is. Are you familiar with Supernatural?
No.
Demons?
Does it have giant robots?
Dragons?
Trees?
Did have a dragon in one episode.
I do know once upon a time.
What's your question, bro?
Do you guys want to answer a supernatural question? Anybody down there? Does you know this show? Okay, go ahead.
Who do you prefer, Sam or Dean?
Sammy.
I'm sorry. Anybody else? Is that it? Okay, we'll watch Supernatural. Cool. The in front.
You're charged with the task to bring a small golden ring to Mount Doom with all the forces of evil after you. What would you do?
Well, clearly, I would muster up my friends and we would walk to Mordor.
Yeah. You can't just walk to Mordor, Mary.
Why not? I've got these fabulous shoes.
No, you can't. You just can't. It's the rules.
The rules?
It's the rules.
Who made these rules?
Me. You have to party into Mordor.
I guess the party bus is going to Mordor.
Here we go! Woo woo!
Round trip.
As terrifying as this sounds and how there might be a possibility of dragons, I'll go, but only with my friends.
I'd fly in and drop the ring off in 10 seconds flat. Nobody in Mordor would even know I was there.
Step 1, teleport over Mount Doom. Step 2, drop ring. Step 3, teleport out. That is all.
I'll be there and knock some sense into Frodo and what's that guy's name? No, Frodo. Whenever he starts yakking on, sorry. Getting tongue-tied a little bit. I probably knock some sense into Boromir whenever he talks about taking a ring. Stay focused, sir.
Is this the one ring, or is it just a gold ring?
So it's probably the ring.
Oh dear, that complicates things.
You did say probably.
Oh, probably. Okay. And number 2, is it Sauron still around, or is he gone, or is it Melkor?
Sauron and Zamba are having a cookout.
That would make for a very fascinating fanfic, I'm sure. Well, I guess I would have to agree with Miss Twilight. Enlist the help of someone who can teleport and just deal with it that way. If there's a barrier, then we're taking the party bus.
Party bus. Party bus. Party bus.
I really like this idea of party bus. I really do. But, I don't know. I really don't know much about rings, so I'd probably just plant it.
Maybe you should put a ring on it. Now, what I would do, I would not just walk into Mordor. I would kick down the gates. I would walk up to Barad-dûr. I would punch Sauron in the eye and then eat the ring. And then I'd take over. Because that's how bulk bicep rolls. Yeah!
That's the moment to the fire.
Careful, there might be a deranged fellow who jumps on your back and knocks you into the volcano.
He doesn't lift as much as I do. I can lift fingers.
This is a very powerful question. I like The Walking Dead, but in The Walking Dead, what do you think is the saddest death that made you feel all that emotion?
Didn't watch Walking Dead.
Well, the status, one, just one? I mean, it's the show's The Walking Dead. Just one? I only get to choose one? That's tough. That is a toughie. Wait, hold on. I'm talking the show or the comic?
The show.
Meryl. That poor man, he was just coming around and then jump. Anybody else?
I'm not really a fan of The Walking Dead. I'm more of a George Romero kind of guy. You know, like old school. I mean, Applejack and I met him a couple months ago, and we just like ours. Well, humans themselves can be monsters. I'm more afraid of zombies. So if you really want my honest opinion, Saddest Death and All of Zombie had to be Scott Reiniger and Out of the Dead. You ought to go check that out. I'm telling you, go see Out of the Dead. You'll love it. Just,
Bushing.
Who wants to be a tree?
I am Groot.
No, if I'm a tree, I can't move around. Who'd want to be a tree?
Another shot.
I live in a tree. I know. And he tells me,
Hey, Dash, what's wrong with trees?
Yeah, what's wrong with trees?
I'm sorry. How many trees have you been stopped by?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I keep on hearing Rainbow Crash. It's okay, I don't live in the same town.
And think about it this way. Without trees, how are you going to get your cider?
We don't get any anyway.
That's true.
That's because you don't get up early enough. That's because
Pinkie Pie won't give me
takes
any.
like 10 pints.
That's why I pre-ordered.
Well, it's time to pre-order.
Don't get mad because she pre-orders.
Stitching time saves 9. The little one in the back with the balloon hat.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Favorite Disney movie? This is a hard decision.
I'd like to be a tree.
If you say Frozen, I swear.
Just let it go, bro.
Lately, I've been enjoying The Princess and the Frog a lot because the song Almost There reminds me when I'm working hard in my long hours in the boutique that I just have to keep striving to achieve the things I want to achieve in my life. Also, Tiana's dress is amazing.
In the long run, the movie isn't very cheerful, but the topsy-turvy song from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, totally awesome. I'm just gonna enter this short, Finding Nemo.
Cars. I don't know who came up with these weird fictional metal horseless carriages, but they are so fast. It's awesome.
I have to go with the classic of that is Beauty and the Beast. I mean, Belle. So smart. Loves books. Loves the books.
Well, for this one, I'm kind of having to go with Rarity on this one. Princess and the Frog. Fiona's pretty awesome gal.
I believe I'm having to change things up a little. I'm gonna go with Treasure Planet.
I'm gonna have to go with the really old.
She's adorable. I just want to put her in my pocket and take her home. But then Chrissy would yell at me.
If you could be one famous superhero, which one would you be?
I'm gonna need a minute to think about this.
Do you mean we would have their abilities, or would we be taking over their lives?
You would be them.
Oh dear.
And no power ponies.
I'm not choosing Colossus. He had a depressing life.
He was made of
metal. I loved the character, but my gosh, that poor man could not catch a break.
Made of metal.
If I take her place, do I also get to take her husband?
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, because in that case, I'd like to be Black Canary.
I thought you were going to choose Invisible Woman.
Why would I want to be invisible? No one would see my dresses.
That's if you worry about you being with Reed Richards. That guy's a shark. Genius.
Well, I'm particularly fond of Miss Martian, honestly. I'm gonna go with that one. There's just so many amazing powers anytime.
I'd be the Flash, and everyone would be like, man, were you really always that fast?
If this is a contest, I would have forced him to be Batman. No, actually, I would be Iron Man. The money, the tech, the traveling, oh, just what a life.
Plus, you got a cool song.
I'd probably have to say Wonder Woman. You know, kind of being the Amazon and all that. Plus, she has a lasso of truth, and I'm all about honesty.
Well, originally I was also going to say Tony Stark, although if I couldn't be Tony Stark, I guess any member of the Green Lantern Corps.
Good, very good. Is this any superhero or just one specific?
Anyone.
So anyone. I would actually have to go with Goku.
Oh.
Goku.
Hey, there's a big brother over here.
We could probably kick some butt.
Bruce Lee. No, seriously. Seriously.
Bruce Lee isn't a superhero, and then I realized what was about to come out of my mouth and I stopped.
Let me explain. Bruce Lee, were he still alive, Chuck Norris wouldn't even have his career as a walking punchline. 135 pounds, pound for pound, strongest man to ever walk the face of the earth. And plus, he was Kato. Bruce Lee was, in and of himself, a walking collection of superpowers. You know it. I know it. Everybody up here knows it. Vice President Biden knows it. Bruce Lee. What?
Batman.
That's depressing.
In the back.
Since you mentioned it earlier with giant robots, if all of you up there were Jaeger pilots and paired with any of you up there, who would you be paired with and why?
Well, I'm not sure I'd be drift compatible with Pinky. I'm not sure we dance the same dance inside, you know? And I can't really see Fluttershy and a Jaeger at all. Maybe I could be drift compatible with Rainbow Dash. I'm sure the fans want me to say Applejack. Let's be honest. She would just make a mess of my cockpit and we'd be falling all over ourselves. Now, Fancy Pants, that's a man I could be drift compatible with.
Sorry,
Randy and Pinky look like they're having the best time.
Yeah, no, we are. Always.
I'll see you.
I think both biceps. Flawless. I hate to steal the answer, but I have to go with the same.
Everybody loves both biceps.
I go with Applejack. You may not be as awesome, you may not win as much, but you're reliable.
Having studied how drift compatibility works, I understand that not just the length of friendship means much. So if there was one I could be drift compatible with to the best of our abilities, the friend that I've had the longest, Spike. That and my dragon as a co-pilot, a dragon as a co-pilot? That is just awesome.
Let's see. I know people would want me to say Rarity, but she would probably be too busy nitpicking all the kaiju about how icky they look. I'd probably say Bulk or Rainbow. especially Rainbow. Because she probably can't keep up with me, but she's the closest one I can, and she's loyal. I'm sorry, that's her. What? At least if you don't cheat with your wings.
All these allegations are so untrue.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Sorry. The reason my wings are so small. Thanks a bunch.
Oh, my. Well, much the same. I like to think I'm fairly adaptable, and I think I would be able to fly with most anybody, but I do have to believe that of those up here, Miss Rarity would be my first pick.
Of course.
I would probably be most drift compatible with any of my cousins, because we are all about being together and honest and hardworking.
What are we talking about again?
Pacific Rift.
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to see that movie. Well, yeah, I don't really need anything to go fight a kaiju. Got all I need right here.
Granny.
Who hasn't asked? You haven't asked a question yet at all, right? But everyone else has. Okay, I'll come to you guys. I just want to make sure that everyone didn't get to ask questions next too. So go ahead, hon.
How do you feel about the element of insanity?
Ooh. I'm assuming, I'm not familiar with this. I'm assuming this is basically the opposites of the elements of harmony.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Is this canon or is this a fan creation?
I think it's fan creation.
Just curious, I don't know. But if there were elements of insanity, which we can assume would counteract our own elements of harmony, I don't think I would like that very much at all. Chaos is so dirty.
I agree with Rarity. Like, why would we want that? I do not approve. I agree, but I would love to bring back some of that chocolate rain Pinkie Pie.
Fluttershy, you can get Discord to just make those go away, right? Yeah. Do not want. No, thank you.
By the way, Flutters, when you see Discord, tell him he's running late with my cotton candy, please.
Yeah, speaking of Discord, I thought he was the elements of insanity. Pretty much he turned us into the exact opposite of our elements. And plus I wouldn't have any of that because even though some of us don't get along with each other, some of us drive each other nuts, but when push comes to shove, I'm sticking by them through thick and thin.
Again, not entirely certain how it would affect me, although I've heard that the technical definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, which I think would be a bleak and horrible existence to keep repeating the same thing and failing over and over.
I'm going to repeat exactly what he said.
Elements of insanity, I think for me that was a case of energy drinks last night.
Horrible things were done, and I apologize to all.
Nope.
Were you the reason for the sprinkler on the floor?
Sorry. I told you to keep them away from me.
It's alright.
Really sorry, Bill.
It's okay. show
Yes,
pictures.
blue shirt. I apologize. Go ahead.
Favorite song?
Ever?
Ever.
Ever. Strongest suit from Ada.
Oh my gosh, I can't quite remember the name of the song, but do you remember those Six Flags commercials with the dancing old guy? That song. That song.
We like to party?
Yes. Any song I can sing in private.
Flash! Oh!
Can I get back to you? On the spot. Okay, just one. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
Anything by George Strait. The man is untouchable.
Chopin's Nocturne in B-flat minor, or if I had to go with something a little more lyrical, probably Andrew Lloyd Webber's Music of the Night from Phantom of the Opera.
Anything from Garth Brooks, because George Strait sucks.
And for evil to win, good must just do nothing. Exactly.
I can't follow that up.
The whole government is villains.
Rick Perry can't lift. I've seen him try. It's sad.
Spends all his time working on his hair.
How many roads at the diagram?
Go ahead.
What would you do if you had a time machine?
I would travel forward in time and get all of the latest fashions from 2147, take them back to my normal time, and
Make them the
profit. Fashions from the future at Carousel Boutique. I like the sound of that. You know, with that kind of power, I could put every other fashion designer in equestrian business.
That's not very generous of you, Verity. Ooh, all right then. You sure you're feeling okay?
I'm not sure what's coming over me this afternoon.
Discord got to her.
Oh no.
No, I
Fluttershy.
haven't done this one all day. Not since yesterday.
You say so? If I had a time machine, I would travel to the greatest parties in history. Party machine? I mean, the party bus is a time machine now.
You don't want to party
If I had a time machine, I would go back in time and make Discord my friend much earlier.
I don't need a time machine. I just need to try and pull off that trick that Superman did, where he just flies around the world so fast that it goes back. Why do I need a time machine if I can just keep going faster and eventually go back in time on my own?
They say time is linear. I don't know if it works that way. But, didn't they just disprove?
Actually, I heard it was more wibbly wobbly or something.
Yes, timey-wimey.
Well, I have already traveled through time, and who's to say I'm not a time traveler already?
I'd probably want to go back and visit all my ancestors to Ponyville. Maybe get to see what Granny Smith was like as a young filly. Bet she'd be fun.
I think I would try and travel through time and help people who were in need. Although that sounds strangely familiar about somebody else with a British accent.
I traveled back to dinner last night because I'm hungry.
Two part answer. First, would you kill Hitler?
Well, I don't know if it would work that way.
We didn't have World War II in equestrian.
Pony Hitler.
No such thing. No such thing. No such thing.
I would probably go back in time and find this band called Man of War and be their buddy. Either that or find Genghis Khan and take his place. Go where he goes, kill who he kills, and eat who he eats.
I
Hoverboards. So next year. Yep.
Do you ever have days where you just feel a little bit off? Like a little bit evil, maybe? Do you ever, let me ask you a question. Do you ever have days where you feel just a little more evil than normal?
Every other day.
Last night.
Alright, I lost my what? Yeps, okay, good. I'm not the only one that feels this once in a while, I suppose. This is strange. Anyways, carrying on. Look at the little one by the... Yes, her. You.
I'm not sure if anyone asked this yet, but which gaming console do you like better, Xbox 360 or PS4?
Illustrious PC Master Race.
Neither. I like the Wii U. Party game. I'm gonna go with neither either. I'm gonna have to say the 3DS.
PS4. Sony's been in the game longer, they know what they're doing, and it's so much more streamlined. You look at that, you look at the chassis, it looks so much better. And the play, I guess.
The real question is, Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis? Those are classics.
I want to go to the NES. Duck Hunt. That dog is really getting on my nerves.
What did Winona do to you? I'm going to say that I would go for a PC.
My cousin stole my answer.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'd probably go with the Mac.
I sure bet.
Yep.
Okay, we only have time for one more question, so I'm gonna let the little one in the back, in the middle there, and the yellow ears. You darling. What fashions do we like?
What fashions do you like?
What fashions do I like? Well, lately I've been spending a lot of time looking at 1920s couture. That was about the time that the Industrial Revolution started changing what fashion really is, from a true art form that was handmade for each individual person to a production style where clothes were mass-produced. And I find this very interesting as we brought couture to pret-a-porter, and so that it could be more affordable for the average woman to get to wear the kind of clothes that she couldn't normally afford, but society dictated that she wore. I'm going to be using that as a heavy influence in my next line coming up this year, so expect to see lots of pearls and beads.
I'm sorry, I have to. I don't need that. You take that.
Well, I guess since that was only for me, does anybody else have like to take one more? You can go ahead.
If you guys are in Mortal Kombat, what will be your fatality and who will be one of your opponents?
Why are they such violent questions? I mean, I'm feeling strangely violent today, but maybe that's what's wrong with me. Maybe it's you.
I'm going with friendship talent.
You're bringing out something awful inside of me. All I can think about is fatalities and uppercuts, and how good I would look in black. Take this away from me.
Okay, yeah, no problem, Verity. Whoa. Calm down there, friend.
That was last year.
Chimichurri, chimichanga, chimichurri, chimichanga. Fatality.
Party to death.
Friendship. I told you. fatality?
Alright, my fatality, you even have to ask, come on. Sonic Rainbow, obviously. And it's gotta be with Pinkie Pie, because with her it's always fun.
That game is why I'm not allowed in any arcade in the country anymore.
You probably have to do something with bucking. That's what I do.
I would think it would be opening a dimensional portal and sealing them away somewhere.
Don't you guys pay people to do that?
Yes!
I would just throw an apple pie in their face and like that.
I'd go for babality. That's where you get women hanging around you, right?
Isn't that how it works? It's been a while.
I don't know if I can take that kind of responsibility.
Just imagine having to raise every other person you ever fight. Oh, and who would be my opponent? Well, he seems to be my most polar opposite up here.
I can't deal with that kind of responsibility. No! It's like, I got no, but I make a good dad. I'd like to think so.
You'll be doing your best, I'm sure.
He's gone.
He's disappeared.
Quiet as ever.
Was he ever?
I'm Brave Bird in the middle.
Oh!
And so, for now, that's really all that we've got time for. I do apologize. I'm not feeling myself currently. But I want to thank everyone for coming out and all your fabulous questions. I apologize that we didn't have time to take more, but we've just simply run out and we have things to do.
And we don't have a time machine yet.
Oh, yes.
Perhaps you should have a lie down.
What's happening here?
Better than normal. I feel better than I've ever felt. I don't know what you were talking about.